Hello, welcome to another episode of C++ for Noobs. Okay, so I thought today we would use some of the stuff that we've learned.
Yep.
Um, and not really,
Yep and stuff, yep.
not really learn anything new this week, more like just brush up on the stuff we've already covered.
Yep.
And you asked if we could make a calculator,
Yeah.
because it's something that you've done in JavaScript a few times.
And I've also done it in this language, but I needed help with the operation.
Okay. So, because it's a little bit of code, I decided to just type it out before the video today. And what I'm going to do in the video is just explain it all to you and then show you how it works. Okay? So, well, the first thing I see is that I included vector, which we do not need for this calculator. But we are going to need IOStream because we're going to be printing things out and we're going to be reading things in from the keyboard. And we'll put using namespace standard because we don't want to type standard :
Yeah.
all over the place. Okay. As usual, all of our programs have a main. This is where we start executing.
Yep.
The first thing that we do is we declare a Boolean variable called running, and we set it equal to true.
Yep.
Then we go into a while loop where we're basically saying while running. So while the variable running has a true value,
Yeah.
this loop will keep going.
And it's the calculator that keeps running.
Right. Okay, so then the first thing we do is we print out a message that says enter the first number
Yeah.
in a new line. And then we declare three variables here.
I just realized what end of means. End line.
End of line, yeah. We declare three variables here, num1, num2, and answer. Now, this line right here reads whatever they type, and it puts it into the num1 variable.
Yeah.
Then we print out, enter the second number. And then we read whatever they type and we put it in the num2. Then we say, enter the operator. And then we read the whatever they type, and we put it into this string variable called op. And we're doing that right here. Okay, now, next thing we do is we test op, and we do a bunch of if statements. And basically we're saying, hey, if op is a plus sign, then they're trying to do plus. So the answer is equal to the num1 plus the num2.
Yeah.
If they, now probably should do this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it worked the other way because it's only going to be one of these values. But this is more clear because it really forces only one possibility out of these. But anyway, what we're doing in all these cases here is we're testing the op variable, and we're seeing if it has a plus, a minus, a forward slash, which is division, or an asterisk, which is the star.
Yeah.
And that's multiplication. And so we just do the right operation based on what they typed. And then we print down here the answer. So we print answer : space, and then the answer variable, and then end of line. And then the last thing we do is we print quit, yes, no. And we read whatever they type into this Q variable, and if they type yes, then we set running equal to false. So what that'll do is the next time, since this is the last thing in the loop, right, the very next thing that happens is it goes back up to the top, and if running is false at this point, well, it'll exit the loop, and then it'll come down and it'll go to the line of code after the loop, which is the return statement, and the function will be over. The program will be over. If they hit anything other than Y, then it will do the whole thing again. So let's try this out. So compile it. Enter the first number. Okay, so let's try 21. Enter the second number, 21. Enter the operator. Plus. The answer is 42. Quit, yes or no? Let's say no this time. Give me a math problem, Carter.
So, how about a math problem that is 32 multiplied by 200?
32, 200, multiplication. The answer is 6,400.
Yeah.
How about we do like 4,873 times
Dad, remember?
128.
Dad, remember?
Oh, right.
You don't
Good-
put the
good
problem
point.
in.
128. Now, you think this is going to take longer because it's a bigger number?
No.
Answer is 623,744.
Yeah. Exactly like a regular calculator. It's exactly as fast.
Yeah. And we can do big, giant division problems if we wanted to.
Yeah.
And that's it. I think, oh, I should have said yes. Okay. I'm going to show you one more operator. I just realized there's one more I could do. And it's kind of a funny one, and you're going to say, really? But we're going to need this one when we start doing stuff with random. If op equals percent. Now, it's not really a percent sign in C++. Equals num1 percent num2. Okay.
What does it do?
It is called the modulo operator.
What does it
And
do?
what it does is it gives you the remainder. You know, like when you do division, if the number doesn't fit evenly in the other number, like if I said 5 divided by 3,
Yeah.
right? It doesn't fit evenly.
Yeah.
And what's the answer? 1, remainder 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well 5 mod 3 is 2.
Yep.
It's the remainder as if you were doing a division problem. And I'm telling you about this now because eventually we're gonna use random to do some of these programs. And in C++, 3.
Yeah.
In C++, you can use the modulo operator to shrink the random number into a range that you want it to be into.
Oh.
Like normally the random number that it gives you when we use that is like a huge random number, right? And what you want is like a random number between two other numbers, right?
Yeah.
And you can do that with the modulo operator, which I'll show you guys on another video. Anyway, that's our calculator. I'm gonna say quit, yes. If you have any questions, feel free to post them. Thanks for watching.